Hey good people of the YouTube, this is Bear of Sinai, and today we are going to make a short comparison video of the 20th century models of the Schmidt-Rubin straight pull bolt action Swiss rifles family. From bottom to top there is the G11 or Infantry Gewehr 11, which means Infantry Rifle Model 11. This was the backbone of the Swiss Army. This is as long as it gets. I have never seen any military firearm longer than this one, at least considering the small arms. The middle one is a sporterized K11, which is the brother to the G11. Actually, right at the middle of the 1910s, the Swiss had already had about 40% of their rifles in the carabiner or shorter carbine models. This is the K11 in the middle. Please deduct the scope on top of it because it was sporterized. Otherwise, it is absolutely the same type and kind of rifle as the G11. And then on the top we can see the K31, which was the last and final family member of the Swiss straight pull bolt action rifles of the Schmidt-Rubin era, or the Schmidt-Rubin designs, and this is the best of the whole family for sure. The main difference is between the barrel lengths, the sight radius and the weight. The G11 weighs a little bit more than 10 pounds, so this is a very heavy rifle, and it is more than 50 inches, as you can see. And that was unnecessary long. It was just too long and too awkward and too clumsy to be used, and this was found out very short manner by the Swiss Army as well. By the way, its overall length is 51.5 inches, the barrel length is 30.7 inches. Compared to it, the K11 has an overall length of 43.6 inches, so almost 8 inches shorter. That is approximately 20 centimeters, and the barrel length is 23.3 inches, so there was another approximately 8 inches barrel length cut down there. The K31 is exactly the same in length as the K11, which is 43.6 inches overall length, and the barrel is 25.6 inches, so 2 inches longer than the K11 and only 6 inches shorter than the huge never-ending G11. In my humble opinion, the K31 has found the golden middle pass or middle way between a long barrel and accuracy. About the sight radius, the Swiss have made a little trick. The sight radius is the longest, of course, on the G11. Sorry, I have to. The sight radius is 25 inches or so on the G11. I'm going to make my work easier. It's 19 inches on the K11. And 23 inches on the K31. Because what happened is on the K31 the Swiss moved the real tangent sight right to the beginning of the receiver here. So there they have gained another 3 inches or so of sight radius, and we all know that longer sight radius equals better accuracy. So there you can see the difference between the rifle sight radius. So all in all, this is a major difference between the K31 and the K11 or the G11. The other main or most important difference is the bolt itself. Let me remove the bolt quickly. To remove the bolt, all you need to do is press down on this little tab here and remove the bolt to the back. So here we have two bolts. This one is the K31 and this one is the K11 and G11 bolt as well, because the bolts are completely interchangeable between the G11 and the K11 model. There is no difference between the bolts whatsoever there. But regarding the bolts, they are completely different designs. The bottom was designed by Schmidt and Rubin, the two geniuses of the Swiss Army. And this one was not designed by Mr. Rubin because he was dead by the time the K31 was manufactured in 1932 actually. 31 was the year of adoption, but 32 was the mass manufacturing started. So the bolts are completely different. You see that the bolt handle and the bolt rail or body is completely different in design. This is much bigger on the G11. The locking lugs are on the front in the K31 and they are in the middle on the G11. This huge protruding extra part which holds the firing pin on the G11 and also the extractor has been completely redesigned on the K31. Let's pan around. You see that the extractor is not exposed, it's inside the bolt body, and the whole sleeve is shorter and redesigned. Overall, this means that the shorter pull, an inch or so shorter pull on the K31, and the much more stronger, more stable, more powerful bolt design. So the K31 bolt is superior in every possible respect and aspect compared to the G11 or K11 bolt. So this was the paramount of the Swiss straight pull rifle family. By the way, it's only an aesthetical question, but you see that the Swiss crest is much more dominant on the receiver of the K31 than on the poor G11. It can be hardly found. Just a small crest here, much more subtle. By the way, my K31 is a 1933 year manufacture. My K11 is, so this is 1933, the K31, the K11 is a 1918 and the G11 is a 1913 manufacture. So this rifle is 102 years old already. Let's check out a little bit, let's check out the accessories available for the rifles. First of all, this little pouch is a cleaning pouch, which was issued for every standard infantryman in the Swiss Army, and which is very great to have is this little tool, which is a chamber cleaning tool. You just, sorry, I don't have a cameraman. You just put it inside the chamber, like that, and move it around, and you can clean out the chamber very thoroughly with this piece. This is very important, as there is no primary extraction because of the straight pull bolt design, so the chamber must be always extremely clean when using a straight pull rifle. For adjusting the front sights, there are huge devices. This was actually not issued to soldiers, this was issued to the armorers. And there are small field adjustment tools like this and this. This is similar to a Mosin-Nagant or any other rifle's front adjustment sight, so you don't need to hammer your sights and you can adjust it very precisely. But all in all, this is again a piece of Swiss ingenious marvel of design. These are the stripper clips used by the Swiss Army. This is a dummy round, of course, and the stripper clip was holding the rounds like this. 6 of them were used with these triple clips, which are intended to be disposable. On the other hand, you can use them as many times as you wish if you are careful with them. It's a vinyl coated paper with some aluminum reinforcement on the bottom. And by the way, I almost forgot to mention, but there is another difference between the magazines. The magazine for a G or K11 is square and is rounded off for a K31. In my experience, and I'm quite experienced with Swiss rifles with more than approximately 1,500 or so rounds fired. With my experience, both of them are extremely reliable. This rounded off design, well, actually it is a little bit again shorter and more sturdier, so I love it a little bit better, but there is absolutely no problem with the old magazine design as well. Both of them are detachable and hold 6 rounds. So and another goodie I have here, which I'm very proud of, it's extremely rare to come by, is a diopter sight for the K31, which can clamp into the end of the receiver. So that means that with this screw here you can actually clamp the rear diopter sight here in this finger groove, and the front part you just slide on the front side like this, and then you have a sporterized diopter rifle without drilling, tapping or any other permanent modification to the rifle itself. With this diopter sight you are going to shoot sub-MOE all day long. With the tangent sight and front post you are going to shoot sub-MOE as well, but with this diopter sights you can actually shoot for 100-yard holes into each other all day long. It makes your rifle a deck driver, which is, by the way, Swiss rifles are anyhow. Another important issue I almost forgot to mention is free-floating the barrel. On the K31 the barrel is free-floated. On the K11 and G11 it is semi-free-floated. By that I mean that they have these aluminium colors. I don't know if you can pick them up. Yes, there. They have these aluminium colors here, and those help the rifle to be free-floated. Having a free-floated barrel of course helps improve accuracy. And the last of these little accessories I wanted to show you are the Swiss muzzle protectors, which are made of bronze, and you slide them on to your rifle like that, the G11, and it attaches to the front post so you won't damage your muzzle. Also, there is a different front sight for the K11 and the K31. The front post is completely different, so again the protector device is also different. Like that, and it's on, so it's perfect. So everything that the Swiss have made is completely thought out, thought through, and working perfectly. So these are the most important 3 members of the Swiss straight pull bolt action rifle family. The G11, let's make a final close-up. The K11, which in my case is sporterized. By the way, it's very easy to sporterize them. I have added a weaver part here and there, and it's more than enough. Of course I had to remove the back leaf sight or tension sight because I needed clearance for the scope, but I have it stored away. And the K31, which in my case it's a pristine condition, absolutely mint, almost unissued, untouched, perfect pieces. The barrels are in perfect condition in all Swiss rifles I have ever seen. The bayonets are a piece of art in their own right. It's amazing how well manufactured these bayonets are. We have checked out the difference between the two bolt designs. The K31 bolt is superior in every aspect. We have checked out a load of different accessories. If you are on a short budget, what you should definitely try to get your hands on are at least some couple of these stripper clips. They are very fun to use and they are extremely easy to use. This is the best stripper clip design I have seen in any military bolt action rifles, for that matter. It works like a hot knife through butter. Extremely soft and easy to use. And these are the field sight adjustment tools, and this is the armorer's sight adjustment tool, so you're going to hammer your front sights. By the way, these diopters are manufactured by a company called Waffenfabrik Bern, or they were manufactured. I don't know if it's being manufactured at all. I don't believe so. Here is their logo, by the way, so you don't get cheated by any cheap knockoffs or copies. This VF is Waffenfabrik Bern. Also, das ist was man kaufen sollte. This is what you should buy, if you can. It's very pricey, costs more than a rifle, than a K31 rifle, but well worth it. Thank you for watching. Bear of Sinai, signing off. Have a nice day.